Live from Detroit, Michigan, USA. In my house. In my house. In my house. Hosted by T. Carlita. In my house. Hosted by T. Carlita. Hosted by T. Carlita. Hosted by T. Carlita. Live from Detroit, Michigan, USA. Live. In my house. In my house. Hosted by T. Carlita. Where the true stories are told and great music is played. Welcome to another episode of the In My House Techno Music Show. I am your host, T. Carlita, and guess what? It has been a long time since you physically have seen my face behind the camera. You've heard my voice, you've heard me talk, but you haven't seen my face because I've been too damn busy to show my face. Let's just kidding. Anyway, it is truly an honor to be back behind the camera. Things are busy as usual, but in the very first interview in quite a few months, I'm honored to have an international DJ along with one of our local international well-known producers who just right on point. These two guys, I'm just telling you right now. Mark Flash is in the building, and he brought along a really good friend and a producer and a DJ as well. His name is DJ Wask, and he is from Chile. That's exciting. So I'm looking forward to speaking with both of them and finding out why and what DJ Wask is doing in Detroit. So this is T. Carlita. I'll be right back after a word from the Wayne County Treasurer's Office talking about how you can save your house from going into foreclosure and all the many ways and opportunities that they've created for you to save your homes. This is T. Carlita. We'll be right back. You are In My House, hosted by T. Carlita, where the true stories are told and great music is played.
I'm Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri, and we offer taxpayers a new, free, and convenient way to make delinquent tax payments. We have taken action by joining a kiosk network located in Rite Aid pharmacies and many other locations throughout Metro Detroit. There are more than 25 locations where payments can be made at kiosks, and more locations are coming soon. We have several kiosks located in our offices to make your payments easier. It is very important for people to stay current on their payment plans. The kiosks accept credit cards, checks, or cash, and payments take just a few minutes with a simple touchscreen instruction. More than 5,000 people have used the kiosk to make payments without having to travel downtown. My office is pleased to have brought this safe, convenient, and free option to you to make staying current on your payment plans easier. Please visit wctkiosk.com for a list of locations. You can also pay delinquent taxes online at treasurer.waynecounty.com or by calling 313-224-5990. Welcome back. And without further ado, I will bring to you Mr. Mark Flash. What's up, Mark?
What's going on, Tina?
Mark, it's been a while since you've been in the house. Well, actually, you're in the new studio now. The last time we were live, that was 3 years ago, you know?
Yeah, two or three, yeah, something like that.
I'm in my third year. So,
okay,
3
yeah,
years
that's
ago.
you're right.
But you did come back and hung out when Ray 7 was on.
Yes, I did.
So you've been in and out. That's good. I like when people are in and out, hanging out. So you've been real busy. I know that. I don't even see you out, see you around. Where you been hiding?
Doing music and trying to, when you out like that, you kind of miss your family too, So I get really busy and I just haven't seen, my faces for my brothers and sisters and my family. So I'll start spending music time. This is hard to juggle it. So I start spending, doing a lot of stuff, doing music and spending time with my family, and then traveling because it's hard to have that balance, because you do more than the other, one suffers. Yeah. So I was trying to get that equilibrium of balance at the same time. It's it's a work in progress, put it that way.
Well, when you first came on the show 3 years ago, we had that discussion, and I asked you how'd you balance that. You said you was working on it. So
I'm still working. I still got the hammer and nails working on that. But
okay. So do you have any upcomings that you can talk about yet, or not yet?
Yeah, I can talk about it.
Okay, what you got going on?
Well, I got a couple of new releases coming out. One under Ellipsia, and actually a remix also from Scan 7. Some more vinyl coming out on what's the name of this? Fanzine in Spain,
Okay.
and a lot of other stuff. Stuff coming out from Trezor. I'm trying to name the stuff I got coming out this year.
That's okay. You busy.
I'm also working on my new label coming out. It was in the making, but a lot of when you travel a lot, it's hard to that and do music at the same time, and families. That makes it even harder.
Right.
But now I have that time, so I can make music like while I'm on the road. So I still have a lot of tracks that are, like I said, I got a lot of tracks that are sitting, but once I get it right, my label should be out this year. So Mike Banks is helping a lot with a lot of moves I need to make to get my label started, because that's what we need more of in Detroit, is more Detroit labels.
I was going to ask you about label presence. We do need more labels, because I mean we have some, and they've been around for so long that people don't pay attention to them anymore, I guess, or they're
not
there.
So much, yeah, not in Detroit.
They're
worldwide, they people know. It's just not that many people buying records like that from that live here in Detroit. That already got them.
Right.
But a lot of like John Dixon, his new label is out, and he's got a couple tracks on. Who else? All the guys from here, the newer labels and stuff that are coming. So
Okay.
I must be one of the newer labels that that come out from Detroit, because we do need more labels, more of a Detroit presence, label wise.
Right.
Not just you are in the well known ones, and you need some other labels to come up.
And that ties into kind of like what I was thinking, like the significance, like from being a DJ to a producer, I guess it's a need to do the label thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, either just keep your music presence worldwide, social media, whatever. You need a presence of music, stuff that are coming out. Oh, I forgot about it. I have another track coming up from here. Oh God, what's that?
From my house? No, just kidding.
from what's this label here? It's with the thing we did for Saint Etienne. It's I can't think of the name of this. I don't know why it escapes me. Got brain fart.
Okay.
But yeah, it actually just the vinyl just came out yesterday, so I haven't even got it yet.
Wow.
So they just called me yesterday. Yesterday morning we got to meet up. Know more about it then, but yeah, it's a new test press, and we got it just released yesterday.
Well, keep me in the loop.
Yeah, I will definitely.
Keep me in the loop, because I'm all for Detroit. I'm all for people that's putting out good music, and I try to do what I can to help push it out there too.
Yes,
so
yes.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate you for hanging out. And we're gonna come back in a moment, and you're gonna help me introduce this young man sitting next to you.
Let's do it.
And you speak Spanish?
Yeah.
You do too.
Yeah, not as well as he does, but I'm rusty as hell.
Hey, I don't know much either. I just could say Buenos dias. That's about it. And it's not even daytime anymore, so it's too late for that one. Buenos noches. Buenos noches. There you go. See, you.
And it's nachos.
Nachos. Nachos either. All right, so we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna come back and talk to this guy right here. Okay? This is T. Carlita for the In My House Techno Music Show. You are In My House, hosted by T. Carlita, where the true stories are told and great music is played. are In My House, hosted by T. Carlita, where the true stories are told and great music is played. All right, this is T. Carlita for the In My House Techno Music Show Incorporated. I better start saying that because the government might come after me if I don't start using my ink properly. Anyway, so I'm back with Mark Flash, and you brought along a friend with you today, DJ Wask with an K. W-A-S-K. And you are from Chile.
Right.
Well, welcome to my house. I appreciate you, Mark. Thanks for bringing them.
Oh,
And y'all do some, help me out with some Spanish. No, just kidding. I wouldn't even put you on the spot like that. This is an international show. We don't want to do that. So, you two, how'd you guys connect? Who wants to go first?
Wow.
I actually, we had a show, Depth Charge show in Chile last year. And I think we met at the event.
Yes.
We met at
Yes,
the
in the event.
Yeah, we met at the event there, and he had a DJ school.
Wow.
We want to go, check out the DJ school. Let's check this out. We have something like that in Detroit. It's like maybe see if we can get some kind of something going on with Detroit and them. So we got together. We went to see a school, and I was like really impressed. Had students already there, people like in different classes, learning different things, all different types of equipment. We was just really, I was blown away. It was like, man, we need something like this in Detroit, really bad. He had these brochures, just a package, and then like the whole thing. It's really professional. Yeah, extremely professional. Like been doing this for for a long time. Myself, Mike Banks, and Dimitri, Trezor Benjamin. We were there, and we all impressed. We got information, and everything. We were keeping in contact online, and since we coming up here, they have the DJ school thing going on up here, and the rest. Can tell you.
I can now. Yeah,
Did he
right.
leave anything left for you to talk about? No, just kidding. So, you met him, you guys had conversation, and...
In a festival because I knew Cornelius
Okay.
before.
Everyone knows him.
I met Cornelius because I went to hear. This is my fourth time here in Detroit,
Okay.
and I come in the first time with Juan Atkins because he came to Chile. He make a workshop, the master class with his life in our DJ school 3 or 4 years ago. I think 3. This started connection with him, and we are talk a lot with emails and how we can do here in Detroit, and we are so far, so in Chile we are so far for everywhere. and in my classes, when I started with my DJ school 80 years ago, so, or in the 98, like this.
Wow.
So when I think in my DJ school, I try to just not only to teach like a DJ, because okay, you can be a DJ with the techniques, this is a part, but you need to know about the history, about the equipment, about the other things involved, like to be a professional DJ. And one of these parts is the history of the DJs. And me and my brother, we are receiving a lot of information for all the world. We teach to the people about the Techno scene, when born, and everything. So the first, we make a lot of research, and then when coming Juan Atkins with us and started this communication too, we are very excited because Juan Atkins is the father of the techno, and he started with all of this, and we're trying to start this communication and get some DJ school here, and we started with that.
Okay.
3 years ago, and Juan had the project of Spin Inc. And it started with this, with non-profit organization to get classes and teaching. I came in with my partners here, and we started. And all the time we are step by step, very carefully, making a different actions. We started with the first course for 1 week, and then we other step, and now we make the classes at different workshops. We have 7 workshops, with different kind of things. It's talking about the UR history, John with Mark, and Michael Porteous about the sound design around the sound amplification for the events, and other girls like
Stacy L.
yes, Stacy, the Minx, Mother Cyborg about the
I
body
saw
mechanic.
that too. They did that.
Yes, this was the first week, and the second week we have only brands because it's with native instruments with me, Ableton, Serato, and Roland,
Okay.
and Pioneer too.
Okay.
This is the second week more technically for the DJs too.
Okay.
And I'm be very impressive because you are all that we have in our mind or in our books when we research. Now we are with him. This is so important for us, and to the people. We try to teach more things than only techniques for the new generation, because the new generation is so faster everything, and they don't know about the music. They know just only how they download the tracks, and he think in his mind that okay, I'm a DJ now. No, he's not the DJ. He's one guy putting tracks, nothing else.
Right.
He don't know about the we try to learn about a lot of topics about this, because we know that one DJ is just only in 1 hour we put it on, I don't know, 20, 80 tracks.
Yep.
Or 15 tracks, and they have to make the very good selection about this.
Right.
So it's not, and now the internet and everything, the evolution, they can access to all the music in the world.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But for this reason, it's so important that for me, and I'm a DJ too, and get the evolution in this 1 hour, 2 hours that you have to play. You get to teach to your crew about the history of different ways. I travel in a lot of, so when I play, for example, I don't know, when I play in New York, I play Planet Rock. When I play here, I try to play clear, or
Right.
something like strings for Derek, or different things that when I play in Berlin, I play Kraftwerk. These kind of things. I talk to the new guys, or do you know this track? I like it, but I don't know what. She don't know. Sometimes I think all the time they don't know about it. They like it, but don't know. Okay, he knows. And this culture you can find it here, because the first time when I came, I go in the street. I heard in the street Clear for Cybertron in the street, in the I don't know which building, Chase Bank or something. Right?
Oh,
in
wow.
the speakers in the street, I heard what the. This is not normal in no, I think.
That's amazing.
This is that we are trying to do, because how I started or why I started with this,
Okay.
because I was working in Sony Music and BMG
Okay.
in the 90s. I was the label manager dance of the electronic music. I make all the compilation for my country and everything. And so when the record industry collapsed in the 2000, I need to know how can I do it, And this I started with the DJ school, and I started with my level too. My level I think is the older than independent label in my country, and I started with this too. This is my two kind of business in the beginning of the 2000.
Something you were saying kind of reminded me of a conversation that I had with Stacy Hot
Yes.
Wax Hale. Shout out Stacy Hot Wax. We were talking about, similar to what you were saying, people just they either pushing buttons to play music, or they even got a bag of records, but they don't know how to really utilize them properly, such as programming. And that's what you're speaking of, programming. And dance is, I'm a club kid. I was a raver, techie, the whole 9 yards. Back when Submerge used to have them in the basement on Grand River. I go way back. But music then versus like you go to the club now, you feel good while you're there. But then it's like, what do you really take from it? And that's why those records, Clear, you know, all that stuff still out of your mind, and all those craft work type things. You still remember them, and they still are so relevant. You're like, you dropped the needle on one of them right now, and you swear it just sounds like it just came out.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
Derek's Timeline, perfect example. I mean, that record has been remixed
Yeah,
or
numerous
played
times, right.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Jit community, normal community,
Yeah.
ballroom community. I mean, clear hip hop, Jit, everywhere.
Yeah.
But that comes from programming and knowing how to use the record. So understanding history is so key. So how do you teach history to an upcoming DJ? How do you teach history for that?
How? Well, in these classes I started with Telharmonium.
Okay.
You know Telharmonium, right?
No.
Telharmonium is the first electronic instrument in the
What is
80s.
it?
A theremin? Theremin?
Theremin. No.
Not there.
Before that.
Before the theremin?
Yeah, before theremin.
Wow.
Theremin, the second. Telharmonium is the bigger.
Ceremonial?
Telharmonium.
Yeah, theremin. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a bigger. It's a huge. It's 200
Seen it.
tones.
It's like you that thing and you put your hand going.
Yeah,
You've seen that
this is the
instrument?
theremin.
Yes,
This
theremin.
is the second. And we started like this with the. This is it's at the end of the 90s, in the 80s, 18th, in the 18th centuries, like this.
Wow. Okay.
We started with this, and we are Telharmonium, vocoder, and the first synthesizer with Robert Moog, and we started with this and the revolution in the war about the collapse and everything, and Roland relaunched the TR series,
Okay.
and then all the people is together, and how Grandmaster Flash picked the records of Kraftwerk, and Arthur Baker picked this music and pick up with Africa Bambaataa and create Planet Rock, you know, and the Planet Rock is, I think, is the point for funk and hip hop and this kind of things. And
Yeah.
you know, with this is electro, you know, but the other side is electro with Juan Atkins and Cybertron for the other side, but like more techno.
Okay.
And then we get all this information about the instruments with the first cork, on about the MIDI, about these kind of things, and the producers like Arthur Baker or Giorgio Moroder, like it, because I think that Kraftwerk is the father of the techno, and Giorgio Moroder is the disco SM, you know, and this and Brian Eno for the ambient, or a lot of people. We are looking in the history about the how it changes the music, because in the 50s Pierre Schaeffer create the electroacoustic. The electroacoustic is music. It's not music. It's sounds. It's electric sounds trying to make natural sounds.
Okay.
That's it. And the first album from before Kraftwerk, the name is Organization.
Yeah.
Organization is Tone Float. And if you heard the Tone Float, this track is 30 minutes, 32 minutes. They have electroacoustic sounds, but they have musical in the middle, and you can change how it changes this kind of electro to music, you know. And then trying to Rock Express, Autobahn, and that's it. This is our history about it.
Wow.
It's very interesting because I am very lucky because I am a DJ too, and sometimes I can play with Carl Bartos. I think in Colombia I play with him in the same festival. Other years I play with Kraftwerk at the After Hour. This kind of thing I try to talk with Ralph Hooter or Florian Schreier, you know. It's so crazy because this is most important. I think that like a DJ in the festivals, it's more important for me the connection with the other people involved, like an artist, because you can talk about him. It's important to the crew, playing to the people, but the people you play and go away. You know?
That's true.
And for me, this is more important to be with the people involved in all of this event, because we are thinking the same. We think the same when you play the track that you like it. You feel it in your head. You feel it.
Yeah.
You know.
That's true.
And I think this is the difference now, because the people it's different, because you show your records, the vinyls, and it's difficult to show a lot of vinyls. Now they can, with the mouse, plug and download, and that's it. You know? And this is the difference. And I can try to talk to my student about this. You can hear a lot of tracks from wherever you want, or beat or free or whatever, but when you feel different, when you feel, this is your selection. Select
right.
your tracks.
Yeah.
Because this is the reason we are DJ for this. We are not DJ for the fame or the shows and everything.
So we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna touch on that part. You know, bringing an old tradition of programming, history, and education to the modern student. Like, you were a student once, I'm a student now. You know, but let's talk about the download era and how that affects, ties in, or how you get past that, you know, glare screen, I guess you can say, or take that part of technology. Let's talk about how you talk about that, how you address that in your school, and also while you're on break here, think about a student that has shared something with you, how, oh my God, that aha moment, okay?
Oh yeah.
All right, so we'll be right back. This is T. Carlita for the In My House Techno Music Show, Incorporated. You are in my house, hosted by T. Carlita, where the true stories are told and great music is played. All right, we are back with Mark Flash and DJ Wask, W-A-S-K, from Chile. Hey, I'm rapping now. Put me on the label. No, I'm just kidding. Put me on the track. Okay, let me stop. So, you touched on some things, you know, talking about the history and the kids, and, you know, now we live in this download, push button, they think they can find all the music or whatever. So give me a scenario of like a day in the classroom. You got this new set of students. Let's take me through a day in the classroom.
Well, we have a group classes with 20 or 25 people there.
Okay.
When we have to talk about the digital area like this, we have started with how they think about analog and digital sound. With this compares, we are speaking about the vinyls, how to create the vinyls, how the frequency, the harmonics, and the digital with the digital transformation about the analog to digital.
Okay.
And then when he understands about this, because it's so easy that we talk about the Napster, when Sean Fanning created Napster.
Oh, I remember that killed everybody's computers too along the way.
Yeah, because
Ooh, so many viruses
the
came
new
up.
generation don't know about it. When
I forgot. No, they don't.
Yeah, you're right. Never thought about that.
I never thought about
because
it.
it's 17 years old.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
know?
not LimeWire too.
LimeWire.
Yeah, this is this. Yes.
Well, they don't know
Bear
about
share,
that.
LimeWire.
Ooh, Bear share.
Bear share.
They don't know about that. Ooh.
Yeah, this was the first peer-to-peer, the software and the programming to make this, and this makes the revolution
Right.
in the music industry.
Okay.
Because I work for Sony Music. We have 200 people working in my country. My country is so little, and Sony Music in this age is so bigger, and then collapsed. You know, they collapsed. And now for my country, work only 2 people for BMG and Sony Music because it's together.
Oh,
And
wow.
you can believe in, you can understand that.
Wow.
And so I can try to teach about this and about how the DJ buy this music. They come to the record shop and have to select and everything, and then about the vinyls, and then we teach about the difference with MP3 and WAV files and everything like this. And we teach and show the difference, because I know that if they will try MP3 or WAV files in a little house, don't have problem. But when he had to play in the big venues, it's a difference.
Yes.
And I explained that the MP3 have this wide band like this, and the WAV is like this. And we show with the oscilloscope, we're recording, and we show that, and we expose with different samples that we use. And for us, the correction for the DJ is the quality of the music, because the music can make good. You can make the tracks good in harmony and everything, and good quality. But because if you like or don't like, this is personality, you know, and you can say this music is bad because I don't like this music. No, the music is wrong or right in the musical construction, or if you can feel with the quality is good or bad too. And if you like or don't like, it's your personality. Sometimes I don't like a lot of kind of style of music, but it's good style music, you know. And we try to talk about this, and they had to choose 1 week to the other week only one track, and if they had the choice to play this track in a big or huge stage, which track he select?
Okay.
Only one track, that's it. And then we are talking about that. I told you that the first DJ when it started, they need only, I don't know, 20 or 30 tracks, but I can with his consciousness to know who I show these tracks, you know. And all the DJs now say, this week I download 2 gigabytes of music, you know. But never he will hear. Maybe can listen to 2 gigas for a week.
Right.
I usually use for I don't know, for a season like 100 tracks, no more than this.
Right.
And the next season I will use like and revolve back 100 or 40.
That's
But
a lot.
in a DJ set you will play 20.
Yeah, that's reasonable. That's
Yes.
not right. That's reasonable.
And for this is so important, because the selection of the music is more important than the music, and you can create your journey with your crew, and it's different. This is the other way that we teach about this, because if you are starting DJ or warm up or close, or you play in a festival, it's all different. Or you close up, it's so different.
That's true.
Or you play in the radio show, because when you play in the radio show you can put whatever you want, because you don't have crew. You know about it, but I have a radio show from, I don't know, 15 years, but never I see people. So suddenly I think in my mind, okay, this is the one that I want, you know. But the DJ, if you have 5 or 10 or 10,000 people, you know the face and the eyes when you are playing the tracks, and you can feel, okay, this track that I put, you saw it, the eyes of the girl, you know, this track is good. And sometimes, and this is the other reason when we produce music, sometimes we produce music that we like, and it's not work with the crew. But for me, it's like it, you know. But the people don't like it sometimes. You saw it. You can see this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. That's true.
Yes.
And
And this is the connection. This is the different connection with the different kind of DJs. The radio show DJ don't have this connection. Okay, now with WhatsApp and everything, but never you can show
They
their
don't see
faces.
the crowd. They don't
the
see
feedback.
Right.
Yes.
DJs see the crowd. The radio personalities don't see the crowd.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't see. If they're doing damage, they can't see.
Good. That's true. They didn't see they killed the dance floor.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say like with with a lot of DJs and stuff out there, I think of it more because I'm like Mike. I was a mechanic. I used to work on cars and everything. And you just because you have tools don't make you a mechanic.
That's true.
Just because you can change the oil in your car don't make you a mechanic. You have the tools to change the oil, but there's a whole lot of intricate devices that go on inside of a car
Exactly.
that you don't know about.
Right.
And just because you got or you wash the car, clean it, change the oil, you're a mechanic, or you just change the alternator. Still not, you're not a mechanic.
I changed
You
the
know.
alternator once.
Yeah,
That doesn't
see?
make me a mechanic.
Exactly. So it don't make you a mechanic. You learn
That was
you-
old school with the crowbar. You know,
Yeah.
with the-
Get in there and get your hands dirty. Get in there and find out.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to be a mechanic, you want to like that. You can learn. You can go to school and learn. You can learn, or you can learn hands-on. Like this, you can go to a big school and pay all this money. You can just ask. Like there's plenty of mechanics around in there. Detroit, plenty of mechanics. But I build race cars. I know plenty of other mechanics doing
they
it.
out there
Like Mike, Omar S got a badass car. Mike had one. Mike, I think he still works on cars. And who else got one? Theo Perez got one. And said we got we working on cars and stuff, for years. But we mechanics. I may need to go to school, but people who go to school, I can still, if I build a car, I ain't built one in a while, but I can still get down and do it.
Right.
Still get down and do it. No matter what. That skill didn't leave me. But it's just like that. When you spending, when you're a DJ, you just can't just buy all the latest tools. I see people go over to your house, they have every keyboard and everything you see, and ain't make no damn records, or they got all this stuff and they tracks sound like something you can make, with one machine.
Right.
Like you don't want to take all this, bro. Might call it a table full of techno. Techno table. It's like you need to. You can work on stuff at home, but just like records, you take like 40, 50, take a couple machines with you. You can make, the technology to me, is going faster than your ideas. You can't even learn how to work this machine, and another one just came out. Another one just came out. People, they buy them, and they really, you gotta get inside that thing. That thing does more than you think. It takes years. When I get one, I can learn everything about it. But now, I need to get everything in there, and use it fully. Right. You just don't use it all. There's another one, throw it away, grab, and you can't, you can use it, but you ain't got your soul out to use it yet. It's not mental. It's here. You got to get this out. It's from here. Music comes from here. That's why you feel music. Yeah. Music can bring out emotions. You don't think. You feel. You got to feel it.
And I really do believe that's what makes the Detroit generation of music, when it started, so strong, because what you said, they were married to that gear, and they were like
broken machines. I got things with keys missing. I bought what I could and used what I had with it. I did what I can. I had like two.
It's not the latest and greatest. No. It's like, let's get to do this and let's make this happen.
This is what we was talking about before. How those machines, 808, 909, everything like that, all these Juno 106s, they cost $2,000-$3,000 then. They cost me $2,000-$3,000 back then. Yeah. But we couldn't afford that.
Right.
So we waited for what? Pawn shop. It was a pawn shop. We bought half of my shit came from the pawn shop. Yeah. That's where I bought my stuff from the pawn shop. Yeah. So Mike was talking. We was talking about that and how you got, all this equipment that's coming out now, $3,000-$4,000. You got CDJs, some of them like $2,000-$3,000 for these things. Right. I was like, okay, these CDJs and all this new equipment that's coming out is really expensive. You got to ask yourself one thing, like I was talking about before, how the music, the creative music comes from the inner cities. Yep. Techno came from the inner city. House music
came from the inner city.
Hip hop.
Inner city.
All the new genres of music that comes from the inner city.
Yep.
And you making equipment that we can't afford. How do you think we're making this music? We wait for the rich folks to get tired of their equipment.
Pawn it off, and then we're going again.
Because they ain't hungry.
Right.
They ain't hungry. We hungry. Yeah. We gonna make that machine do whatever we want it to. Shoot, Jay Dilla, a perfect example from that. Yeah. Jay Dilla went through that machine. He went through that machine. He made the MPC do things that people ain't thought of. He getting his ideas out. People using MPCs right now can't match Jay Dilla. And not that much. Less is more. Less is that statement is right. Less is more.
I want to. Because my brother with me, we have this concept, less is more.
Okay.
Because with the music, you don't need a lot of things. No. You need a melody. The melody is your mind. Know how many equipment you will use.
That's right.
You know?
Right.
Right.
This is our concept.
That's why hooks are short.
Yeah.
It's like that
James
hook.
Brown figured that out. James Brown said it was a loop. You know, that loop. He played the whole song. And then break it down. Down D, tiny, break it down and go back up. Same time.
Hey,
Yeah.
that was it.
And he just had people working. He understood it. And it's like, man, that's how it is. You got to find that groove. And take your time. And for DJing and stuff, learning work equipment, you got to ask yourself this also. I learned music.
Okay.
I didn't DJing. I learned on the way.
Right.
But I learned music. I learned how to play keyboards, you know, congas, timbales. I learned how to play these things. These are musical instruments.
Yeah.
Musical instruments.
That's
These
what
are
Gerald
big.
Mitchell. Gerald Mitchell
Gerald
says the
ain't no joke.
same thing.
Gerald
Gerald
ain't no-
Mitchell says the same thing. I'm a musician first,
That's right.
and all the rest just
Yeah,
happen
you
to
can-
fall in place.
Yeah, you learn that, but
Yeah.
there's no instruction book. Like you can learn. I can teach you how to use any machine.
Right.
These are machines.
Right.
Yeah.
So these aren't instruments. These are machines. They're musical instruments, machines, but they're machines nonetheless.
But you
Keyboards,
have to put
right,
your,
right,
you have to
right.
put
That's
you
what
in
I
it.
like. Right. I like to play. Like I always tell people, my stuff isn't made by accident. I didn't stumble on these sounds. My shit's on purpose. I
Right.
made my stuff on purpose. What you hear, I did it on purpose.
Yeah.
I was just telling him about this earlier. I was making a track and I was stuck. I was stuck because I had one thing. I had so many ideas, and I think I put too many ideas in one track. So I was stuck. So I called him like, "Hey man, I can't with this track. I'm stuck." But I'm like, I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? First, we need to slow down and I dumped the track. The track just took everything out, all of it. I
Okay.
said, all right, now let me get into this, you know. And I started at 11 a.m. By 4 I was done.
Okay.
The track that I was stuck on, 4 days.
Wow.
4 days. That means it's time to dump. If I go away, you go out, I'll go for a little while and come back, and you still can't come up with nothing. Me,
Start
I dump
over.
it. Yeah, it's like I gotta get this. This has to come out naturally.
Right.
And I ain't feeling it, and that's what happened. It came out naturally within, from 11 to 4, I was finished.
Okay.
Tracks, tracks and stuff. I can make.
Yeah.
I make tracks. I can make like 500-600 a day a track. But music, it take me a day or two. I can make. I can
Tracks
make,
versus music.
Tracks
Ooh,
versus music.
that's
Yeah.
interesting. There's
Tracks
a
is
workshop
yeah.
topic right
Yeah,
there.
no, that's what it is. The
Woo.
machines, a lot of them people make tracks with them, which is okay. It's DJ food, DJ school, DJ food. We use it. I play tracks all the time. But what I can do with tracks though, what I like, tracks, I can play on top of tracks. I can play keyboard. I can play, congas. I can play on top of a track, so it actually
So
gives
those
me
are like the
more
DJ
food.
tools.
Yeah, I use it as
Yeah.
food for me to play other stuff to change it, make my own live remix. But people remember melodies. People remember melodies. Now you can go to the store. What's that song? You can Jaguar.
Yeah. Oh, everybody
Yeah.
knows that.
You know the melody. Nowadays, you listen to song. What's that song that goes?
Yeah.
How you ask? You don't know the name. You don't even know the name of the track. You can't even get it. So I'm like, this is my, my theory on it. Not to knock the other guys, but take some time. I would say before you start, you got people out here that been a DJ 5 minutes and they already passing those old school dudes up, and everybody else because they know the music part, the music business, and they know people.
Right.
They can get up there. That's not what I do music for. That's not why I even started. That wasn't the vision I had to do in music in the first place. That's not why music is made in the first place. It's for artists.
Right.
Painting is for artists. These people call them painted by numbers.
Right.
We paint from the soul. This is people who are painting from your imagination. Painting, like I said on the interview, a painter uses a blank canvas.
Yep.
A musician uses silence. Uses silence, put notes in the silence, just like the painter does. So we use a different concept, but it's the same. An artist that does that. So take your time and learn your craft. Learn. Sit back. What's the hurry? If you're in a hurry, and you want to be a DJ, you just come to me at 30 years old, man, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here with that shit. Go somewhere. Don't come to me 30 years old telling me you want to start being a DJ right now.
Right.
I've been doing this. I've been playing music since I was like 6. Started DJing at 13. I was a kid.
Right.
This is something you do as a child. When you're 30 years old, you're a lawyer, and all of a sudden you want to be a DJ now. You see the popularity. Now I want to know why. I know what you're gonna play. Why are you here? And why are you playing this?
Right.
I'm not going, I don't want them teaching 30-year-olds. I mean, not saying that it's wrong. I'm not. It's just, I want to focus more on kids and the directors. My father helped me. He helped me decide how important it really was to me. You gotta know if it's really important to that kid.
Right.
My dad did stuff like take my records away. He was just taking them out when they gone. I thought somebody stole them. No, it was him. He hid them. He does stuff like to see how serious I really am. All I did was buy more. Then I hid them from him. So I bought
So then
more.
he took you serious at that point.
He wanted to see how serious I was. He came back, so I just want to know why are you doing? What makes you special? What makes you,
Right.
why do you want to DJ? Why do you want to play other people's records?
And
I just
that's
don't
why
get it.
you guys are perfect for what you do, because it wasn't handed to you.
Yes.
You had to work, and you want to teach these, technology kids. Yeah, you can get it quick. You can download it fast.
Yeah.
But if you don't know your history, that's so important. So for your school, you have websites and everything,
Yes, yes.
people can get to it. So what's the name of the school?
It's djschool.cl.
DJschool.cl. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll put that on the screen too,
Yeah.
so people can see it.
One here too.
And then you have one that you've started here. Is that still going to go through Dime, or is it going somewhere else? Where is it going to be housed at? Is it going to continue?
It was at
Yeah.
Dime.
It was at Dime.
And at Submerge.
Okay, at Submerge. So is that something that we can look forward to that will exist in Detroit? Is that
Yes,
something you
yes.
guys are working out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So when you guys get all the
Oh,
techniques and screws and stuff out, let me know so we can, help put the word out on that
right.
too. Because I'm excited, because it's it's like, okay, I just got my degree. I just got it,
Yeah.
and it took me.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. It took me 7 years to do it.
But you learned your craft.
Oh yeah, I did. And it took me 25 years to go back. Like I graduated high school. 25 years later is when I stepped back into the classroom, full grown, hard, tough.
Hard.
Oh my God, unreal.
We like sponges when we're young.
Whew.
When you get older.
But there's the key, the older versus younger brain.
Yep.
So I'm glad that you all are doing this, and you guys. You and John Dixon. I know John Dixon always does stuff through. He was doing stuff through Youthville, and he'd take the keyboard down there.
John and Deshaun also.
Deshaun too. So I like that, and that's what we got to do. We got to keep it, because we're all getting older, and you reach one, teach one, pull one
That's
along
right.
the way, right?
That's right.
So we got to do that, and no better than to learn it from the foundation, and that's key. And you guys are gonna give it. I know y'all going to tomorrow. You've been through boot camp. I already know. You ain't no joke. We talked about the boot camp. Everybody that come on the show talk about the boot camp. So, and y'all, just in case y'all don't know who the boot camp is, y'all just need to Google that. Y'all gonna see Mike Banks' face right there. You won't see his face, but
General
you'll see
Banks.
the silhouette of General Banks. Well, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for reaching out. I totally appreciate Mark. Hey, you made it happen, and I appreciate you too. And anytime you're in Detroit, you are always welcome to come in my house, and you can do some history on some of them old turntables I got over there next time. Okay? I'll have the studio ready and right. Right now, it will sound really bad because I don't have all the stuff right, but I'm working on that. It's all about goals, right?
Right.
So I'll get all the information about
Yes.
the school and all that, and we will, post that up on the website on the show as well too. Okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Safe travels. Safe travels to you always. Watch out for the rainstorms.
Oh.
All right, this is T. Carlita. We will be back. Set your electronic devices and make sure your calendar is marked for the Purple Life celebration, a graduation birthday party for yours truly, T. Carlita, Saturday, June the 3rd at Minjo's. Doors open at 10. We kick it off with Case Managers, the electronic band, and we going until 4 a.m. at Minjo's Complex, 928 West McNichols, featuring DJs from Detroit and Belgium. On the lineup, DJ Holographic, DJ Disc, DJ Roach, Stay Tuned, and recently added Derek Thompson, aka Drivetrain, and the groovy man Mike Clark himself. Visual effects, by Deep Gray Productions. Event designs by Miko Events and Designs. Hot food, free secured parking, no cover charge. Donations are accepted. You can actually pin them on the host. All right. I hope to see you there. Meet me on the dance floor. I have to give a huge shout out before we get out of here to the DJs who performed, who were special guest DJs for the annual live 2 turntables and a mixer show. Big, huge shout out to DJ Nitro, Ray Bone Jones, DJ Anthony Jasper, John Norman, and Techno Brat, both from Canada. You guys totally rocked that 5-hour live. Actually, we went for 6 hours. Huge shout out for DJ Disc for providing the equipment that we needed to get the show going. Huge thank you to Angie Linder for getting me all set up technically so that I can broadcast the show. And huge shout out to Walt J and D-Tune from Belgium for helping me through all the technical quirks to make it get started on time. So everybody, I appreciate you all. Everybody that came over and came through. There's photos on our website and on our Facebook page that you can see, so you can see who was actually in the house hanging out. So this is T. Carlita. Before I officially sign off, I really want to play a track that just kind of like, it was a wow. It was like, I think it had to be one of the most wow factor tracks that was played in the 6 hour live broadcast. And shout out to DJ Nitro for dropping this track in his set. This is DJ Maurice Mars. Hope you enjoy it. Maurice, this is a bad track, man. All right, T. Carlita, just check this out real quick, and then I'll be back to officially close out the show. And that concludes this week's episode of the In My House Techno Music Show. I am your host, T. Carlita, and thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much to everyone who came out and who tuned in to the 2 turntables and a mixer 5-hour live, special live broadcast. That show is archived now and available right here on the website. Check it out when you have time. If you're at work, just pop it on and let the music work with you while you're at work. Thank you so much, Mark Flash, again, for bringing DJ Wask into the studio. It's great talking to both of you, always talking to you guys. So I hope everyone learned something today and enjoyed the stories that were told on this day's show. For now, check this out. Here's a mix. Here's a song track called Orange by DJ Wask. And this is T. Carlita for the In My House Techno Music Show. Hopefully I'll see you guys at my graduation and birthday party on June the 3rd, Saturday, June the 3rd at Minjo's. Doors open at 9. See you there. This is T. Carlita. See you next week. You are In My House, hosted by T. Carlita, where the true stories are told and great music is played.